Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the complex and often turbulent waters of U.S. China trade relations. So, let's get into it and break down what's happening right now, the impact of past policies, and what it all means for the future. So, let's start with the current trade dynamics. It's kind of wild, right? The U.S. and China have this long history of trade, and right now, it feels like every day brings new twists and turns. Tariffs are a huge part of this, basically taxes on imported goods, and they can really shake things up.
You know, they're not just numbers. They affect prices, jobs, and the overall economy. It's significant. Thinking back to Trump's policies, it's clear that his administration made some bold moves.
Those tariffs on Chinese imports, yeah, they were meant to protect American jobs. But there's a lot more to the story. If Trump were to come back to office, we might see a resurgence of those policies.
Daniel Pickard, a trade expert, said something interesting about their effectiveness. He pointed out that while they aim to bring jobs back, they also created tension and uncertainty. You can almost feel that ripple effect.
And then there's China's economic strategy. They have their own game plan for dealing with these tariffs. I mean, they're not just sitting back and taking it. Exports play a huge role in their economy, especially now with growth slowing down.
Experts are saying the economy is cooling, and that's a pretty big deal. It's like they're in this balancing act, trying to absorb the hit while keeping their economy afloat. Now, let's talk about customs fraud and trade crimes. This is a serious issue. Folks, there's been a lot of chatter about customs fraud linked to Chinese imports. We've seen some pretty shady practices, like transshipment, where goods are rerouted to avoid tariffs.
Pickard has mentioned how prevalent these issues are, and it's disheartening. It makes you wonder about the integrity of trade agreements. The U.S. government is trying to respond, though.
Customs and Border Patrol have stepped up their enforcement strategies, and there's legislation introduced by Representative Ashley Hinson aimed at tackling tariff evasion. It's kind of a bipartisan effort, which is refreshing to see. It shows that, despite all the drama, there are people who care about fairness in trade. So, what does all this mean for the future? The potential outcomes of Trump's policies on U.S. China trade could be huge.
We're talking about implications not just for the economy, but for international relations as well. Reflecting on this, I realize how interconnected everything is. It's like one decision can send shockwaves around the world.
And honestly, it's a lot to process. The emotions around all of this can be intense frustration, concern, and even a little hope. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but I think there's always a silver lining.
If anything, this situation reminds us of the importance of dialogue and cooperation. So, take a moment to think about how these broader issues affect you personally.
It's not just about politics, it's about our lives, our jobs, and our futures. And, let's not forget to be grateful for the small wins we have.
All right, before I wrap up, if you found this video helpful or insightful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and drop your thoughts in the comments.
I want to hear what you think about all this. Thanks for tuning in, and remember to stay informed and engaged. Until next time.